What if I told you they could beat the entire Gear Dungeon 2 without healers? Recently, there has been a competition that Fastidious has invited me and some other creators to participate in, which is the 3 to play challenge. And in case you don't know what it is, it's just quickly getting through the game with a new account. And by so, we don't have proper units. We haven't done a lot of summons, we don't have proper gear, and yet we have to still push through. And that's how I came up with this strat. For the first time, I have never seen anyone use this, right? And I actually showed it to Fastidious before, and he actually really encouraged me to actually make a video out of it. But here we are, I guess, so you're gonna see it for yourself. However, it's basically going to be a cycling strat without a Volca. And that's actually, it was just really mind-blowing to him. But shout out to Fasti. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so this is going to be really confusing to you, but this is actually like the first time I'm actually using a great unit, at least for this comp, and I'll explain why in a second. But yeah, basically this is going to be a comp. I kind of sorted it out so you can actually see it better. We have a single DPS, and this is going to do everything for us, right? This is going to be our everything. The best set of gear you have for offense, put it on them. Then we have a Laurel. We must have Laurel, no replacement, because she restores rage. Then we have a buffer, which is either Autumn, or if you have it, Dolores. I don't have Dolores, so we're using Autumn, and also everybody has Autumn. We have Baron and Miriel as our tanks. You don't need them. You need Baron, I think, but everybody has Baron because it was on rate up. And Miriel is just a tank. You can use Olag, you can use whatever, right? We have 5 fighters, and this is the important part, right? You need to have these 3 in the middle together, so you have to have Decimus. Damon is okay if you don't have Damon, and Aatrox, probably you have it because Aatrox was also on rate up for the Vienna Kai banner. But basically you want Aatrox, Decimus, and Damon also really works out and helps out a lot. However, you don't need it. Then after that, we need 2 other fighters that are very cheap. As you know, Siren restores cost, so does Lilia, I think it was. But yeah, we don't care about the cost region, we just care that they're cheap, right? It's important that they're just cheap, and that's all that matters. Let's get to it. So first things first, I want to wait until we have 31.5 cost. Wait for it, now. Then put down our DPS, right? If you're using hot suit, you can use whatever you want, right? And basically this is to prevent, because every damage that's dealt here is percentage based. To my knowledge, there's like a tiny bit of base plus a percentage, but the boss does set amount of damage. So basically the more you advance your units and the tankier they become, basically the more damage the enemies will also do. However, the boss does a set amount of damage, so I have to kind of find the balance between the two. However, right now we don't need much. The percentage damage for Vienna or Hatsud or whatever basically demands to deploy them at 31 or higher, just so they don't die to the sandy air. I'll put down Aatrox here just to eat the hits on the waves until the dude goes back. Then he starts to attack, right? And then we want to bait his attack just like so. Then immediately replace him with Decimus. As you can see, Decimus can tank quite a bit until he dies and triggers his Defiance. Wait. And from my testing, Vienna's timing should work 2.5 tiles in front. So now should be a good time to ult, just to make sure the enemies first bash into Decimus, then they get hit by Vienna's attack to maximize the amount of damage and the execution threshold. Once hit, that's gone. Vienna deals damage as well. It triggers their execution, and when they're dead, we pick up Vienna, just like so. Simple enough. Now I want to speed up until this was by the way, this was wave 1. This is what we refer to as wave 1. There are 4 waves. The next wave is going to be basically 2 rock throwers, which target your platform units, and then there's going to be also 4 dashers, right? Golden Guard, I call them dashers. But basically the next wave is going to be 6 enemies, and the third wave is going to be 8 enemies. The fourth wave is going to be the boss himself. So I want to wait a bit. until these guys come. And this is basically our opening move. We put down Decimus on one side and Aatrox on the other. Just like so, catch their attacks, wait, they go back to attack. We bait it out. Then immediately, just like last time, this time we don't have Decimus, so we're going to put down Baron instead. You remember that last time? How we baited their attack and then replaced it by Decimus? Yeah. Now we put down Vierna once we're done. Immediately followed by Laurel and Autumn. Then pick up Laurel to give Rage to Vierna. Now we're ready to go. We want to basically keep an eye out on basically a Damon over here. Damon can tank a hit. As you can see, he has a lot of HP. Again, these are percentage damages. So if your Damon isn't that tanky, it's fine. They're not going to do that much damage to you. It's percentage based. To me, this is a percentage. Once the second dude goes to attack, now you want to pick up, then put down Muriel instead, which is my weaker tank. And wait until they are the same distance as I said. That will trigger the anti-death. Then we just wait. And this is important, by the way. This is the most important part. Your Decimus has to have their Defiance or anti-death maxed out. The max skill gives them 2 seconds of, basically 2 seconds more for anti-death. And to my testing, it is frame perfect. The second he takes the second dude, like the second dasher, he also dies. So it's frame perfect. There's no work around it. I tried, okay? So you have to have a max skill Decimus, at least Defiance, maxed out. I'm gonna wait for a bit until they hit Muriel so we can pick her up and recycle her faster. The second it hits, we pick until when the damage is dealt, we also pick. There we go. Now we also pick when the execution is triggered. Wait for it a bit. There we go.
I'll come back for you.
Just like so. Very straightforward. Now we're going to the third wave, which is hands down the hardest wave out of all. The fourth wave is a little bit tricky, but easier than the rest. But still, this is the hardest one. We want to wait and then open with the same opening as I told you before. So we want to go with Decimus first, then Aatrox. On the side, we wait until it doesn't attack again, right? However, this time our approach is going to be different. This time we're going to let him dash, right? You see this aura around him? This means he is dashing. We want to wait for him to dash, then put down Damon. That way, he eats the hit, right? But kills the dude instead. Because this is important. This is going to be the longest one. As you can see, we have so much still timer on the Vierna, so we have to stall them for a very long time. And it's important that the dude dies, because it's going to be troublesome. Want to wait until this guy does the mark attack. You're going to see mark on both of your fighters. I want to wait until that happens. Wait for it. There we go. Want to wait until the mark closes in. Then pick up Aatrox as well. Pick up Decimus. Then put down your Baron or your anti-death unit here. My Baron has 5 seconds of anti-death. Doesn't matter. We're going to pick him up before he expires that. Want to wait. Then put down our cheap fighter. Wait for the enemy to go back. And then when they're about to attack again, we want to pick up. Right, I messed up the timing a bit, but it should be fine. Shouldn't really matter too much. Hopefully we haven't messed it up. There we go. I actually didn't mess it up. Thank God. I actually didn't mess it up, thankfully. We want to wait. Basically, Baron's anti-death is going to be triggered. That's fine. That is okay. Want to wait a bit until our second tank is up again. Just like so. And then this is the scary part, right? This is the scary part and why it's very, very scary. What you have to do is in a span of about half a second, right? You have to pick up Baron, right? Place down Laurel in the middle, then place down Autumn at the top, then place down Vierna at the bottom, then pick up Laurel, all in a span of half a second, right? This is the scary part of the whole thing. If you can do that though, you're golden, right? So I'm gonna go here, then get ready. Just like so, then trigger the ults as they come. pick up Vienna as well. Sorry, pick up Miriel, I mean. When the damage is dealt. Wanna wait. This is the scary part again. Just like so. Do all the attacks. Grab her. After the damage, pick up Autumn as well. Wait for them to get executed. Let's say dead. We pick up. And now we're into wave 4, sorry. And this is basically where the boss only attacks, right? It's just a boss, but we have to juggle them for almost like 5 minutes, right? It's going to be pretty straightforward, however, it is going to be scary. And there's not going to be any, like, wastes, okay? It's very important they take this seriously, and this is really tough, okay? I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to wait for the boss to come over almost here. Then we put Decimus, right? That's going to be important. I'm going to wait for the boss to do the second attack. Then wait for Decimus to do also another basic. This is basically how I time it. Wait for him to do this. Then pick him up. Then put down a check. Now the thing is, it looks normal. However, there's a very, very important difference. And that is, watch this, watch this. The boss starts to slam, right? The boss might actually attack you first. This is the first time that I immediately changed it to a slam, okay? The boss will also attack you, but before he attacks you, you want to pick him up. And then he will go into this slam mode, right? And this is what you want. He's going to do a single slam, right? And wait until he's cleared, right? He's no longer, like, red and angry. When he turns to blue, you want to place down your daemon and just... tank. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Wait for a moment until there we go. Now look at this. The boss goes to attack, we pick up. Right? Simple as that. This is going to be how we're gonna do everything for a very long time. Right? I'm gonna put down Baron to start tanking. Put down Vienna to start dealing damage. Right? And you're gonna say, okay, how is there going to be healing? You see the boss when he starts to go attack. You want to wait until this is done, right? When he starts to attack, you want to pick up, but you want to only place down after he's done with the animation, right? You want to make sure you stall as long as possible. Because the second you put down your unit, he immediately ceases the action, right? He immediately cancels the animation and goes to attack again. So if you want the boss to constantly attack you, then go ahead, do it earlier. But I want to wait until all the animation is done. So I want to wait here again, right? Look at this. And also, no Laurel and Autumn, okay? None of those. I'm gonna wait until the boss actually starts to deal damage to us. It goes into attack mode. Look at that, right? Pick him up, then just wait. Wait until he does a sweep, his arm goes to his chest. Wait all of that. Now put down Nega, right? Take our time. Ult with Vienna. If you're Hotset can ultimate faster. Wait for the boss to go into attack mode again. Then priority is going to be basically Decimus, Baron, then Aatrox, then Daemon, then whoever's cheaper. So in this case it's going to be Lilia, but just because she's super cheap. Because she's super cheap.
Everything has a price. Got another target for me? Everything has a price.
And then Vienna's now almost dead. I'll wait just for the boss to go into attack mode. There we go. Then pick up Vienna as well, just so prevents her from actually losing her cost and value stuff. I'll wait until the boss has completed his animation. Then put down Aatrox. And basically stall until he comes back. Until Vienna comes back. This is basically going to be what we're going to be doing for a very long time. Wait. Oh, if the boss starts to move, it's okay, right? It's okay if the boss starts to move. He's going to tiny inch forward, but you're basically going to kill him before he can actually move to the end. It's just important that you do the people and place them down. They have a higher priority. So Damon is actually more expensive, so he's actually burning through our costs. However, he has a shorter respawn time, and you do have to prioritize respawn times here. Wait for him to attack again. There we go. Hand to the chest. Tiny bit of movement, that's fine. Unless it's like really a lot of movement, it's fine, okay? Wait. Tiny movement again, it's fine. Again, that it's really nice if you don't do that, so the tiny movement doesn't happen. But if it does happen, it's fine. Okay, it's normal. I'm gonna place down, then do like this. And Miriel actually cannot tank it. I just know that Miriel cannot actually tank this hit. So I'm just gonna pick her up. However, if your second tank is actually really tankier, that's actually really nice because you don't have to, you can actually tank 2 hits. However, I know that she cannot, so I will not. Wait for the second hit. Goes hand to the chest. Then Baron again. The first hit. Then the second. Wait for it. Then put down this. Then Vierna again. And Vierna's back down. Back to go on town on this guy. This is gonna happen basically 3 times. Then again, Decimus. Whenever you can put down Decimus, do put down Decimus. Decimus is the most worth because he can tank and also he has super high fast recharge time. So whenever you can put down Decimus, do so. Damon again. I'm gonna wait until the boss attacks. Please attack already. There we go. Then attack with Vierna's ult. Just more time. Stall him for longer. We have Cyrene coming up. Pick up Vierna.
None survive. Another paycheck. None survive. Another paycheck. None survive. Another paycheck. Didn't see that.
As you can see, respawn times allow us to actually chain it to Decimus instead of Miriel, because we're actually stalling the boss's attack. It's very important, very important. Stall just for a bit longer. The boss attacks twice. You pick up. Hand to the chest. Then Aatrox. Goes back down again. Hand to the chest. Then Damon. I'm gonna pick him up again. Good old-fashioned attacks. Then Baron again. Baron can tank 2 hits. We know that. Wait for it. Then put down the Decimus again. For the second hit. Put down Damon again. I want to actually wait and take my time on this one. I miss actually Aatrox, that's fine. We have the cost for it. Do not worry. Oh, we must say that. Okay, that's actually really bad. We missed that pickup. See, some mistakes like this do happen, but hopefully we're fine. And then when Decimus comes down, you know you're golden, right? Decimus comes down, you're a winner. Done. I think we're actually done here. I can literally ult with VR now, finish it off. There you go. Just like so. Took us only a really long time. I think when I first cleared this, it said that I think it said 7 minutes in terms of game time. However, the full thing for me, because I was really scared, took almost, how long was it? It almost took 23 minutes, I think, right? So this is going to be a very long strategy, especially for the last phase, because you have to constantly be in slow motion. However, if you can do it, you are golden. Let me show you the gear. I've actually got a very shitty piece. That's fine. But let me show you the gear. The first one is going to be... The first one that I'm going to show you is Vienna, right? Vienna has the best set we can actually muster, which in this case is going to be the mix of both these two, which the game provides for you, by the way. This is the Walker Quest thing, right? The Deadly Aim provided by the Walker Quest on plus 12. Also here as well, this is the Doom set provided by the Daily Quest. So everybody has this exact same set, okay? So you have this in your account. I think it's Walker Quest 13 that you get this, but yeah, this is enhanced to plus 16, right? And this is just a switch out of the normal one. Normal one also works out, right? You are golden. And for the artifact, I am using a plus 10 soul binding crystal. You don't need this artifact. This artifact is by no means offensive, right? This artifact just gives you rage when you kill an enemy, which is just what I had right when I cleared this. Right now, I do have a Tear of Twilight, right? However, back then when I cleared this, which was 2 days ago, 3-4 days ago or something, I had this, right? And it's important that I be plus 10, because then you get 443 attack from it, and that's important. So any legendary or mystic artifact that is plus 10 or above would do nicely. And that's about it. This is Vienna set. This is a little bit of difference. This is the other one, right? As you can see, a tiny bit less attack, however more attack speed. That doesn't affect Vienna. If you're running hot suit, this is actually better. However, the thing is, this set gives attack speed and this one gives attack, and the only difference is the only problem is that Vienna doesn't benefit from attack speed by any means. So there you go. The other ones, Laurel doesn't really matter. Laurel's just there to get picked up. Autumn just has a tanky set just to survive. Doesn't really matter. No artifact, as you can see. Baron is in a very defensive set. Has my most defense. 46k HP. A1 and has a Nightmare Serpent plus 1 on his to his name. Then we have Miriel. Miriel is actually less tanky, so it's 36k HP compared to, I think it was 47. And has a Death Knell, doesn't matter. Death Knell, I don't know, right? Has this artifact, doesn't matter. She had no artifact when I actually cleared this. I just made this too. Well, she doesn't die. Everybody else is just kind of tanky. She has nothing. She's just flat HP. Same with Damon. Damon also flat HP. What else we have? We have Decimus. Decimus has this much HP, I think 23k, so super defensive. Aatrox is also built somewhat attack based, so yeah, some kind of offensive, doesn't matter. I find Insane also built tanky. Actually, not built anything, she's just not even built, right? Lilia had more HP because she actually has a wrong set, right? This is not the set that she had to wear, but as you see, that proves that they do percentage damage because she had 60 HP. Thank you all for watching, hope you have a wonderful day, and yeah, enjoy yourselves.